All right, hi everybody. It's Bonka 922. Um, Before I get into this chapter review of Before the Fall, came out on Manga Stream a little later. Came out on like December 29th, so it's not that late. It's like what, 3 or 4 days. I got something to show you. Oh shit! Yeah, I'm wearing it. Yeah, survey core. Watch. Don't be. Yo, Revi, come on, look at that. Look at that shit. It's all you need to know. That's all you need to know, guys. Also, I should let everyone know several things. There's a snowstorm outside. um, Not affecting my internet, so yeah, that's good. Also, tomorrow, I'm changing providers. They're gonna come here, Verizon Files, to install the new thing, new cable, new internet provider. So it shouldn't be a problem. They should be done. If they get here by 1 p.m., it should be done, by the end of the day, and I'll have it all set up, and that'll be the end of that. So, just to go with those updates. Okay, this chapter. I'm wearing a survey course, so, yeah, time to go in. There wasn't really much to this chapter, this one was called, from what I understand, The Promise Beneath the Moon. And from last month's chapter we had, or previous month, the last one that came out, we found with this girl who is the daughter of the guy who bought Kuro, who is to be known as, supposedly, the Titan's child, which you already know that doesn't make any sense. But that they call him that because of the fact that, he came out of his mother that was eaten by a Titan. That's why they call him the Titan's child. But pretty much, this girl, we don't know her name yet, we find out soon enough, goes down there into the dungeon area to kill Kyokuro. I'm just going to call him Kuro. I'm not going to call him, I'll just call him Kuro for short. She goes down there to kill Kuro. And she attempts to kill him. And he goes after her and grabs the knife and is about to kill himself. And she's like, "Oh, stop, what are you doing? No." And she realizes that then there that he's not a Titan's child. That's pretty much what happened there. And she notices he's trying to speak. He's trying to say something. He says her brother's name. Also during this exchange, he's in pain. He's hungry. And basically she goes and gets some food, and he's eating the food, and stuff. And this leads to another situation where she shows him basically, the whole history of, because this was the first meeting she ever met him. First meeting of her meeting Kuro. And we find out her name, this girl, his name is Charles. So it's a very, very European kind of name, Charlotte, Charles. And she's noticing that he's human. He's not Titan's child. He's human. And pretty much then we have this just expedition of her showing him, after his first meeting, meets Kuro again, Charles. She shows him, he begins to speak, and the second meeting, like I was saying, was she shows him, because at that point he starts to learn more, he speak better, shows him a map because he asks her, what is a Titan? And she doesn't know, but she shows him the map of the walls. Wall Cena, of Wall Rose, Wall Maria, all the walls. And then he looks at them and he sees the Titans. And he's just wondering what it is, what's going on, and so on and so forth. Then we have a juxtaposition. We go to, her brother, this guy that kept beating up on Kuro. And years passed, like 2 years passed, and by beating up on Kuro, he was able, her brother was able to get self-confidence for himself. And he ends up joining the training corps. Immediately, and he was being a son of a bitch, so immediately I'm thinking, yeah, this guy's going to get his comeuppance. He's going to get eaten by a Titan, or cervical, or he's going to just fall and crack his neck, because he really deserves it. But essentially, after this like 2 years, we had like this 2 year gap, and they're eating, and their father's basically telling them that he's gonna go, their son, her brother, Charlotte's brother, she's gonna go to training corps, the military, and I'm trying to think. Yeah, he's gonna go there, and then she's bringing up that, and then her father says, "Oh, we'll sell him." So they're basically gonna sell Kuro. Like, it's fucking bullshit. And also at the same time, we have Kuro, and apparently he's not going to break out at the moment. But what he's going to do is, instead of using like a chainsaw, like a saw, a jigsaw to his cuffs, he's gonna let his sweat, his saliva, and his sweat to corrode the chains, and then they will break eventually. And that's when he'll make his escape. So the father says that that's what they're gonna do with Kuro. And for Charlotte, and he's like, his father's looking at her, and he notices that she's like depressed, and she's like, "Oh, you won't be moping around anytime soon, because you're gonna get married." He's got marriage proposals. I'm like, yo, this fucking father's a bastard. So this concludes to her meeting up with him, Kuro, again, and pretty much as the freaking noise plow. Don't live here. Don't live here. Go live in California, people. Please. Don't live here. You don't want this freaking noise. Anyway, going to live, now goes to her, and basically she tells Kuro about what's going on, about the marriage proposals, and that they're going to sell him. And he's like, okay, so basically what he decides, Kuro, well, she decides, actually, Charlotte, he's going to give him like food and money and stuff, and then he'll make his escape tomorrow night. And he asks her, come with me, and she says, it's impossible. I want to get soundproof windows from her right now. And she says, I can't do that. It's impossible. I have to get married. And he's basically handing out his hand and saying, come with me. And grabs his hand, and that's the end of the chapter. Now, for me, this chapter was pretty good. I think so. And I'm getting a lot of mixed reactions. This series is getting a lot of mixed reactions. There are people who say they like the story, but the art is mediocre. Then there are people who say the art is good, but the story sucks. I'm looking at it this way. The artwork is, for me, but I like how the story is going. I'm probably not going to buy before the fall, but I will read it. I will read it, because I want to see what this relationship goes towards between Kuro and Charles. I want to see where it leads up to. I want to see if like they end up having a child or something. Like, is this like the first how do I say this? Is this like the first creation of a Titan Transformer? Like we know of Eren and everyone else in Attack on Titan. Is this the first birth of it? Because you have here someone who is known as a Titan child who has befriended a human. Who is human? He's still human. He's human. No, Kuro. He's not. He's not like he's not a monster. You know, it's not anything like that. But I just wonder where this leads to. That's what I'm looking forward to in this manga. I want to know where this leads to eventually. But still, it was a good chapter. 4 out of 5. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Tell me what you guys think. Let's try not to go crazy with the hate in this. But I mean, the artwork, it's kind of generic, but at the same time, I like the story. But then, like I said, there are some people that don't like the story. They think it sucks. And the artwork is good. So it's either way. It's mixed reactions. But I'm going to still stick to this series before the fall. Still reading it. Still reviewing it. Until, you know, whatever. You know. Now, I want to also, before I end this review, mention something. If my internet is up and running after this installation tomorrow, I will do a Titans of Darkness livestream. Now, unfortunately, I'm not 100% sure who's going to show up. It'll probably be just me, Nostradamus, AGN, maybe Hockey, Dan Master, because it's on Friday. I'm going to do it instead of, you know, whatever. Hopefully Justin can join, and we'll all join, and we'll talk about. We'll hopefully have a live stream where I can get Nick to review a seinen chapter or manga or something for the whole seinen thing that we're doing. So we'll see. Not making any promises, but we'll see if I can pull that off. Yeah. Let's do this. Yo, there we go. Yo. But yeah, that's the story. So yeah, that's the story, people. Bankai 922, Before the Fall, Chapter 3 review. Only one more upload for today. That's going to be Anime Series View Yasakura Quartet. We'll see how that goes, how that ending of that series goes. So until then, I'm Bankai 922. I will see you guys later. Hey, yo, it's Survey Corps. Let me turn around. Yo, there he is, yo. People, look. It's Revi. It's Rivali. It's Rivali. You gotta respect Rivali. Yeah. That's all I got for you guys. I'll see you guys later. Peace.